The following is a presentation of OPTV.
Great putts, great moments. It's on Putt-Putt. Oh, just got over the hole. Mike still have a chance to... Yeah, good putt.
Really do put a nail in the coffin. It became very difficult for your opponent to match an entirely different play that time.
He does. Oh! There it is, our first ace on this hole in this tournament.
Gary played it differently than anybody's played it. You know, in 1990, Bobby Ward did very well, won $7,000 in the skins matches. Oh, nice. Nice touch, too, Billy.
Hello again, everybody. It's Opie Roberts coming to you once again from ASHEBORO, North Carolina. We're getting ready to have our Tuesday night local, and it's the April 15th edition. We have a good turnout here of roughly 25 players. And it's going to be a nice evening tonight, despite a little chill in the air after a cold front came through here during the day. We've got a bit of a wind issue as well here. It's been kind of brisk all day. But for our local tonight, it is currently 65 degrees. With the wind out in the northwest at 12 miles an hour. And humidity is very dry. It's at 19%. So we can expect the conditions to feel a lot cooler than that as the night goes on. Now let's present our pairings for tonight. And once again, we have 26 competitors tonight. We've got 20 in the open field, 6 in the novice. 3-time defending champion Chase Ferguson is not amongst the competitors. So it'll be David Greger going off first. You see the entire field for the open division, and here is your novice division. 6 players once again. Ricky Delk is back as the defending champion. He will tee off first for the novice group. Okay, let's get started. And now we are underway. David Greger will be first on the tee. As mentioned, Chase Ferguson, who was the 3-time defending champion, is not here tonight. And there's your first ace of the night, already on hole number 1. And his playing partner tonight is Kevin Dickey, who is the current points leader in the open division. And you'll see a rundown of the top 10 in a few moments. And that touch putt is also a good putt.
Putt.
Hole 2 is also in for David. Good putt. Got a chance. Just grazed over that left lip there. He'll put in his 2 there. And here's your second pairing of 10. This is Doug Kearns on the tee. And all right, we're still perfect on this hole. He's paired tonight with Vanette Brock. Straighten up, and that 2 is in. All right, we'll head to hole 3. David Rigger has already made this hole there. Kevin's going to get that one to drop. No, it won't. Kevin dropped his putter in frustration there, but that was dead nuts. All right, we had the 2. So that's got to slow down. Doug's going to let it go. No. All right, hole 4. And David, this is his first hole tonight.
Went over too far. Too many groupies.
All right, back to 2. Vanette's tee shot is going to rock its way in. Good putt. All right, let's see if we can continue the barrage of aces on the first hole. Our 3rd pairing of the night. This is Dylan Robertson. And that goes in. His partner tonight is Graham Sigmund. Graham is coming off a win at the South Carolina Open in Myrtle Beach over the weekend. He won the amateur division by 1 stroke over Chase Ferguson. And that is now 6 for 6 between the field tonight. And here's Doug on 3. All right, Doug got a good putt. I missed something on 5, which I wish I'd gotten. But here's David on the tee. And he's gonna get that one to go. Good putt.
That's one way to do it, I guess.
Back 2. Graham's going to get that one. Good putt. All right, here's pairing number 4. And this will be Dale Kratz on the tee. Okay, that is the first miss of hole 1 tonight. And his playing partner will be Danny Jackson. And Danny will get his first ace. All right, let's go back to 5. But that tee shot's going to cross over, and she'll get herself a 2 there. All right, and we're going to stick on this hole with Doug Kearns. Doug is currently 2nd in the points in the Open Division points race. Doug's going to miss right, and he'll get himself a 2. And this is Graham going for his 2 here on hole 3. All right, and we'll go up to 6. Vanette's tee shot. Played the left rail shot down that drop. And it'll go. Good putt. Going back to 2. Dale makes a good putt. All right, now back to one. Our fifth pairing. Jason Miller on the tee. He missed his left. And he got his 2 there, and his play partner is Rick Baird, who is coming off a weekend sweep down in South Carolina, winning the pro division in both medal and match play. And Rick starts with an ace there. So let's return to 5. Graham's gonna come up short there. There's Dale on 4. He missed it right. Should get us 2 there. On the tee now is Danny Jackson. And he missed that one left, so he'll pick up the deuce there. And there's Jason for his 2 now on hole 2. And it will go in. Nice 2 there. All right, let's start the second half of our open division field. And here is Russell Sigmund on the tee. And Russell starts out with a 2. And his playing partner tonight is Mike Alley. And Mike also got a huge kick.
Same line.
He'll start with a deuce as well. All right, we're going to move all the way up to 11. And David Gregor's on the tee. And that'll go. No, just catch the right whip. And there's a good 2 by Jason on 3. And up to 6. And there's Dale to the right side of that octagon there. We'll tap the 2 there. And let's quickly go to 4.
You too.
And Rick will get it. Nice shot. All right, and we return back to the first hole. Our 7th pairing out of 10. And it's Keith Waters first on the tee. Keith will start out with an ace. And his partner tonight is Roger Henshaw. Yes, a bit late. He's gonna, oh, got a nice kick. And it just comes up short of the cup.
Infamous curl.
And he'll get the deuce there.
1/8 of a rotation.
And we will go up to 3 now. Mike Galley's on the tee. Should go if it hurries. Yep, nice putt.
Well, Mike.
Let's zoom up to 13. Look at the tee hole for the first time. Kevin's tee shot. It does go in, it looks like. And over to 11. Feeding Burnett for her 2 there. Doug Kearns down the tee. And Doug's going to go for his 2 there at the back rail. Back to 2. Roger's going to get the ace there. Good putt. All right, here's your ace pairing. And we see Daniel Kearns on the tee, and he just got a straight kick off that back rail. He'll go for 2. Daniel is playing tonight with Leo Rutledge. Leah's laid off the rail, and she 2 misses left, and she'll get herself a 2. And we return now to hole 5. There's Mike off the tee. He just hit. He's doing the Opie special, it looks like, but he didn't get it up the hill. So he's got about 10 feet for par up that hill. And he'll miss it. And he'll tap into 3 there. And we'll stay with Russell. Russell's going to be short. And a par there, back to 4. And Keith will make that tee shot. And we will go back to the first hole. This is your penultimate pairing. And we'll see Wendy Kearns on the tee. And Wendy starts with an ace. Good putt there. Her playing partner tonight is Earl Johnson. Earl didn't hit the rail. As a result, he'll get his par there. And we'll see Roger Hinshaw on 5. And it will go in, I think. Nope. Yeah, he got it. So here's Leah on the tee at 4. And Leah gets it in off the left lip. Good putt. All right, let's zoom up to 11. He's got Danny on there for a par. Dale Crops on the tee. Going with a wraparound shot that Chase Ferguson generally plays, speaking of which he's not here. And Dale's going to tap his 2, and now we'll go back to 1. Here's your 10th and final pairing in the Open Division, and we're going to have Mike Johnson on the tee first. Mike crossed over there, he'll get a 2. Our final player in the Open Division is Jesse Carter. And and Jesse's going to get himself a 2 there. So we have all 20 players currently on the course. That's from the Open Division. And we're going to move up to 12. Our first look at the rat hole. There's Dale on the tee with an ace. Perfect shot. And let's move up to 18. Let's look at this for the first time. Kevin Dickey made it. And David Greger now to finish his opening round. He kind of shoved it a little bit, but it still goes. So he finishes that round with ace. Both players did. Let's go back to 6. Daniel Kearns on the tee. That's in. Good putt there. All right, let's go back to the first hole. Starting the novice division, and on the tee, this is Ricky Delk, the defending champion. And Ricky will let that one go in. And his partner right, J.R. Lanier. Looks good there, but it's going to cross over. And he'll begin his evening with a deuce. And let's go 5. There's Earl on the tee. Could go in front door, but it's going to cross over left. And Earl will likely get his deuce there. And over here to 4. There's Jesse on the tee. And that should go in, but it just catches the right lip. All right, now we go back to the first hole. On the tee is Johnny Bauer. And Johnny's going to start with a deuce. All right, and this is Ivy Lanier, his playing partner. She's gonna just catch that left rail. She will get herself a deuce to start her night. And we'll go to 3, since we're staying with the novices. Here's Ricky Delk on the tee. That's heading down the hill. And he's gonna go for a long 2, which is about 8 feet away, and then up a 18-inch incline. He'll get the deuce. Nice putt there. And we'll head back to 18 right quick. And there's Graham getting the deuce there. And Dylan will be on the tee.
Same number aces, 2. That was a great round for me. You too. I mean, I know you have.
I had a good start.
And he will get it. Good putt there. And here is last pairing of the night here in the novice division. That's Kim Miller on the tee. And she's going to putt that for 2. And the final player tonight is Brooks Henshaw. And Brooks will get it. Good putt. So all the players have teed off. Most of them are on the course right now. And this will, we will head over now to 17. There's Danny getting a 2 there. And this is Dale on the tee. If it's got enough, now it's going to stay out right.
Easy too.
He'll tap the deuce in. We'll move up to 9 for the first time. Daniel's at the back rail putting for a 2. Good 2. And we'll check out Leo on the tee. And Leo, the Staten about a couple inches to the right. She'll put that for 2. Checking out hole 8 for the first time. Wendy is putting with this for 2. And we'll check out Earl on the tee. And Earl crossed over. He's going for 2, and we'll go to 16. Our first look there. Jason got the ace on that hole, and we'll check out the now reigning South Carolina Open champion, Rick Baird on the tee. And Rick will miss there in front of the cup. He'll putt that for 2, and we'll look at 7 for the first time. We have Mike Johnson's tee shot. Second round is now underway in the Open Division. Mike's gonna putt this 5-footer for par. And that'll go. Let's go back to 17. Okay, here's Jason's tee shot. That left angle has kind of died the ball a bit tonight. Jason's going to get his 2. And we'll see Rick on the tee. Yeah, he caught the fat part of that angle there. And he'll get that 2. Back to 8. Mike Johnson. And that's missed left. He'll get his 2 there. And here is Ricky Duck heading on 7 for a deuce there. Let's go to 5. Well, we just saw Ivy tapping her deuce there. Looks like we've got Kevin Dickey in front with a 25 at the moment. And let's go back to 1. Here's Manette to start her second round. And that's it. Nice putt. And let's go back to 3. Kevin's going to lay that up for a deuce. And up to 6. Ivy's tee shot. Almost went in. She barely scraped the wall on the right edge there, and it still has a shot to go in the hole. And she missed the deuce there. All right. Well, she's going to line up with a 4. All right, let's go to 12. Daniel's tee shot. It's in there. Nice putt. And let's go to 11. Earl's on the tee with the miss to the right, and he'll get the 2 there, back to 13. And Leah, yeah, she's got the straight kick off that back rail. She'll tap in her 2. And our first look at hole 10. And Mike Johnson's going to play the right rail shot. Those players have been playing left rail into the angle. He's going right rail back door. This should go. Good putt. Back to 12. Earl's on the tee. And we'll get him in a moment here. Let's go to 14 for the first time. This is Daniel Kern's on the tee. And Daniel got it. Nice putt. Now we head back to 12. Job to get on this hole just to get in that hole there up that ramp there, and Earl lagged it a bit. That's why it curled off to the left. He'll put this for 2 on the tee mat since there is no penalty if it goes off the open end of the hole. And get the tee mat deuce. Good putt. All right, let's go to 6. We can look at Kevin on the tee. And there's going to be a small delay here. We can't go to 10. There's Ricky Delk. Nice smooth putt there. We'll see JR on the tee now. And JR also gets it. Good putt. Oh, we got some popo. Oh, sheriff's deputy and a state trooper. Something tells me it's an accident up ahead on 220. And actually, I should say 220 business. It's Fayetteville Street here in ASHEBORO. Kevin's on the tee at 6. Oh, well, something's going on. Let's go to 9. Well, Ivy will putt this for 2. And that's missed there. She'll pick up a 3.
Right, yeah. Awesome. Yeah, awesome.
Okay, David's still on the phone here. We can go back to 14. Wendy makes it. She's playing good tonight here out of the gate. And well, we can move up to 18 then. Actually, we can move up to 17. Daniel on the tee. He's going to miss that one to the right. He'll get the 2. The 10. Johnny Brower's tee shot. Hurry, ball, hurry. It's going to miss behind the hole. All right, we'll check out 6 now, finally. Here's Kevin's tee shot. Looks good. Nice putt. And here's David's tee shot. And he'll make it. And we go to 5. Here's Vanette's tee shot. That will be a deuce there. And Doug's tee shot on the hole. That's going to miss right as well, so he'll get himself a 2 there, and we'll head up to the scoreboard here. Our first true look here, and we are seeing, we're seeing Kevin at 25, and then at 26, and Keith got 25. So some good early shooting there. I guess this is what happens when Chase doesn't play here. That's correct. I'm right. All right, so we'll go back to the course, and we will see Graham on the tee at 5. Good in for Graham. Good putt. And we'll check out Dylan on the tee. Dylan's not going to get it either, so he'll get a 2. Let's go to 7. But that's on the tee. But that is currently 3rd in the house. Stroke off the lead. Currently shared by Kevin and Keith. And did that get it? No. Just misses right. She should get her 2 there. All right, now we'll go to 9. Kevin's on the tee. That is in. Oh, it's short.
That doesn't seem fair there.
Don't.
Kevin will tap the deuce in.
The only bad putt I've hit all night.
Bad enough to miss by a couple of inches. Well, we'll go now to, well, let's go to 11. Actually, yeah. All right, we'll go back to 11 in a moment. We'll go to 7. Graham's going to miss right. And he'll tapping the deuce there. And we're seeing Danny on the tee at 5, missing. Crossed over there off the back rail. He'll tap into his par. Danny's at 27 after the opening frame. And here's Dale on the tee. He'll get that one. Good putt. We'll go to 18. Little conversation with father and son. We'll see Jesse on the tee first to finish the opening round for the Open Division. And he will come up short. Jesse will finish the round with a deuce. And we got Mike Johnson. Got it. Nice putt. Over to 8. And Graham's going to give himself a 2. We go to 7. Dale's going to get the tee shot. Good putt. And Danny Jackson's now on the tee. That 2 is, no, that curl stayed out right and lipped, and Danny will putt for 2. Let's go to 17. Okay, JR has readjusted his tee position. And JR's going to miss, and we'll get a deuce. No, he'll get himself a 3. And now we'll check out the first round scores from the Open Division. And so your first round leaders are Kevin Dickey and Keith Waters in at 25. Vanette Block is a stroke back at 26. And there are 4 players at 27, including Dylan Robertson, Graham Sigmund, Danny Jackson, and Mike to 5. And Mike Alley will get himself a 2. All right, let's check out Keith. On 3, he's going to lay this up for 2. And we will go up to 13. David's tee shot comes up short. And a par for David. And we go to 12. Vanette Block 1 back of the lead to begin her second round. She'll get it. Good putt. We go to 14. And Kevin made it. Good putt there. Let's go to 9. Danny's tee shot. He's going to go for a tough deuce there. And David rode over the left lip on 14. He should get the 2 there. And we go to 13. Bless me. And here is Vanette on the tee. Vanette had a good showing herself in the South Carolina Open. She placed the top 7, and she qualified for the match play and came within 1 match of going to the finals. Vanette's short there. She'll get her 2 for the first time. Well, we go to 15. Kevin made that ace there. David Greger on the tee now. Yep. That's got to hurry.
Go.
I'll go. Good putt. We go to 16. And Brooks got a front lip there. He'll get his 2. And heading to 8. And Rick missed right. He'll get his 2. Hit his foot. You can do it. You can hit his foot. It'll be like hickory. You can do it over.
This is not a dog leg.
Doesn't matter. Kevin's on the tee at 16. And he will miss it on the front of the lip there, and he'll get his 2, or should be getting his 2, back to 14. Ball is not coming down to drop, and it's not going to roll back. It's despite it being the upward slope. And she didn't hit the deuce putt, so she'll end up with a 3. All right, we see Doug on the tee. That's going in there. All right, so let's go to, well, we go to 18. We have this Brooks Henshaw. This will be the completion of the first round. He'll pick that up for 2. That ends the opening round, and we go to 17.
Ain't much there.
And it will stay out left for Kevin, so a par putt there. And then we'll walk over here and get the, on the other side here, let's go over to 6. Leah's going to get herself a 2. Earl Johnson on the tee at 4. It is in there for Earl. Good putt. All right, back to 1. Ricky Delk. This is his tee shot, and it's just stayed out left. He'll tap 2 in, and we'll watch JR on the tee. Ryan is leading the opening round.
Look at that. Better go figure that.
And he will get it. Nice putt. All right, we'll check out the scores from the novices. And after the first round, we have a 2-way tie at 29 between J.R. Lanier and Kim Miller. And at 33 is Ricky Delk. Okay, that completes the first round of scoring. Let's go back to the course. So we go to 8. Russell's going to get that one to go. Good putt. David's down 17. He's having to back away here. David's sitting there because he found the water there on the tee shot, so he's had the space in front of that ridge there. He's going to be putting this for 3 because there's a stroke penalty involved when the tee shot lands in the water. And he's pushed it out a bit. It's going to the right, back to 7. And there's Roger on the tee. That's going to come up short. He will take a deuce there. And up to 9. Russell's tee shot.
Double bank.
Russell drops it in. Good putt. And Kevin Dickey's getting a 2 to finish his second round of the evening. And we'll get Keith on 8 in a minute. In the meantime, let's go back to 18. Oh, it didn't get up the... And David's got this surprised look on his face. He's got a long deuce putt there. It's probably about 1.5 foot from the tee mat. And he'll get a 3 there. So he finished the second round 3 over the last 2 holes. And here's Keith on 8. Get in for him. No.
Oh my
missed
God.
right.
I thought he could get over more.
And he will get his deuce. And he's back to 17. Here's Vanette's tee shot. Oh, she hit the top of the hazard. That's going to be a long deuce putt for Vanette. Back to 8. Roger's not going to hit the right rail one bit. He'll get his 2 there. We'll go back to 7. Daniel on the tee. That will stay out right, and he'll putt that for 2. And back to 18. And that will miss. She will open her down to 2.
12s and 13s on the front. But my back.
And back to 8. All right, well, let's go back. Well, let's see what we got scoring-wise here.
Yeah, I made the first 4 and it didn't go well.
Kevin was one of the leaders at 25.
25 on the front, and I'm 30 on the back. Crazy, right? 29. And you have
Kevin's at 53.
had a clean round. 28. So it should be 56, 55.
That's at 55, I'm told. That's at 56.
See? Easy peasy.
All right.
Look, my fronts are awesome. 12, 13, but my backs are terrible today.
28, I'll take it. I'm happy with that.
Mm-hmm. And it was a nice clean one.
All right, let's go to 4. Look at Johnny on the tee. No, he didn't come off the block well, so he'll get a 2. All right, now we go back to 6. Ricky got the tee shot in, good putt, and here is the first round co-leader, J.R. Lanier. That was not a good putt at all. He'll tap that for 2. And we'll go to 3. Here, this is the other opening round co-leader in the novice division. Kim is not going to get it. She left it roughly 3.5 feet from the cup. And she didn't hit the deuce putt. She pulled it there. She'll get a 3. And we go to 10. There's Keith Waters on the tee. And he will, got a little victory lap there. And excited about that tee shot. Let's go to 13. Russell Sigmund's tee shot. Hit it late off that right rail, and it's going to head down the hill. And he'll be spacing that one well. Interesting. He will be spacing it out from. See how he can play it.
Since I've been back there, I don't know how to play it.
Straight.
Yeah.
More like right center. Oh, he's banking it.
Look at this.
No, that's a 3. Yeah, that putt usually aim right center. All right, no, he'll get to 3. Let's go to 10. Lear will get it. Nice shot. And let's check out Daniel on the tee. Daniel too gets it. Good putt. And we go to 14. And Mike turned away from him at the last second. He'll likely get the deuce there. All right, we head to 9. Wendy Kurtz is on the tee. She's going left, and she's going to putt this for 2. We go to 17. And Rick Bear with a deuce there. It's Jason Miller now. Get in. Nope. He's got a long deuce putt there off that back rail. Mike Johnson on 8. He's not going to get that one. And he'll tap the par in. And we'll get Jesse on the tee. As we're also watching Jason putting for that deuce putt there. Good 12 feet from the cup. Jesse's going to get that ace. And Jason, good 2 there. Great 2. Back to 10. Earl's going to make that tee shot. Good putt. All right, we'll watch Keith down the tee at 14. And he'll get that one. All right, so let's we need to go to the front nine here to checking out our front runners here. But before we could do that, let's update the scores.
I mean, David's second round was the
Russell with a 23 puts him in the lead at 50.
could be Graham.
I'm sorry, Graham. I'm not. Well, it could be Russell too. Who knows? So Graham is currently leading by 3 at the moment. We'll go to 5. And David missed the triangle, pulled the tee shot. And it's going to come off that carpet there and off the tee mat as well.
That's right, I remember that. So those are the lowest I've seen in a long time.
So he'll get to re-tee this for 2. And it goes. Good putt. Now Kevin on the tee. Kevin's tee shot should go. Yep. And let's go to 2. Oh, Graham caught the right lip, and he'll pick up that par. And look at Burnett on 4. She's going to drop in. Good putt.
And that's the thing.
Right, so let's look at the scores here. Graham Sigmund leading at 50. Kevin's at 53. He's second. And looks like third at the moment is Burnett at 55. Keith is on 6. He's on 15. He's tapping in for 2 there. Now he's on the tee at 7. Kevin is. That's in. He's made the last 3, I believe. How we shooting? 4. Right to 5. Doug on the tee. Is going to be short there. Let's go to 4. Man made the tee shot on 3, so he's currently 1 under into his 3rd round. And he's going to pick up a deuce there. So, going to stay 1 under on his final round. On the tee now at 8. That's going to be missed. Looks like, yes, it's hanging over the, well, not really hanging over, it's like an eyelash off to the right there. He'll tap with the deuce. And stay on the tee. Then his tee shot. Kick there. And he's coming up short there, and he'll get his 2. Let's go over to 5. And take the lead if he makes this tee shot. And he'll miss, so he'll stay 1 under. Over to 17. Let's go to 7. And with that, no, that's gonna hang out right. And but that was at 55 through 2. She'll tap in the deuce, and let's go for 17. Now Keith is currently in play for the leaderboard position. No! Hit the left angle board there. He'll get his 2. Let's go to 9. He's short again. And over on 6, Graham got his tee shot. So he's now at 2 under. And Kevin will tap the deuce in. Going to 18.
Well, they're still. Yeah.
You don't have to go unless you want to. I just didn't have to.
All right, Kevin is at 85 at the moment, and Graham's at 84. Keith's going to end up with the deuce there. Let's go to 8.
Oh, that's right. You only suck.
He's playing really well. He's playing good.
He was 56, right?
No, he's 1 behind me. He's 4 and I'm 2.
Okay.
But he's playing good.
That's going to be crossed over and missed, so he'll get a 2 there. That'd be 88. All right, on the tee's been at block. That'll get an 88. Nope, it will stay out right. He'll go, she'll get her 2. Let's go over to 7. Kevin's on the tee at 10.
Oh, what a putt, Daddy.
Okay, Kevin made the tee shot on 10. Graham's going to get the tee shot on 7. Good putt. All right, let's check out the scores. Keith is in at 54, so he's in 3rd at the moment. Graham is currently leading by 1 on the course. Here is Rick on the tee at 4. Missing right, and he'll get his 2. We'll go to 9. I should point out that Doug made 9 to get to 5 under the round, but that got him great break there. Hit the point of that triangle there. So Doug's at 87. He's got 9 to play. I think Kevin's on the tee down at 11. He's at 80. See, he's 5 after 10. He's 84. And Graham just made 8 to get to 4 under on the round. So he's at 82 with 10 to play. Graham's in great shape to get in the 70s tonight. Kevin's tee shot just misses right. And he's at the back rail for par. He's just starting his final round. Kevin got his 2. Here's Russell getting his 2 there. And no significant action here. Well, we'll go to 2 then. Since Keith's on the tee and he made the first hole. We'll watch him tee off on number 2. And it crossed over there. He'll get his 2. Let's go to 12. This is Kevin's tee shot. 2 back of Graham right now. Got it. All right, so he's within 1. Let's zoom up to 9.
It is what it is. We have
Graham's going for 4 in a row, but he's short. So he'll have a 14 on the front. He'll be at 82 with the back 9 to play. Kevin's on 13 with 6 to play. And here he is on the tee. This is for share of the lead. If it goes, he will get it. Good putt. So he goes to 82. 7 under with 5 to go in that round. Here is Keith now on the tee at 3. He started around 4 back of Graham in 3rd. Going for it, but he's short. And he'll get the 2. It's going to be a bit of a wait for Kevin here to play 14, since there's still a group in front of him yet to tee off. So we got Graham on the tee at 10. That is in. Nice putt for Graham. Puts him now at 81 and retakes the clubhouse lead, or lead on the course, I should say. Here's Russell on 6. That's also in. Good putt. And look at it, Keith on 4. Missed it there, and he stays 1 under through 3 or 4. So we look at Graham on 11. Might go back door. It goes in. Nice putt. Great putt there. Let's go back to 14. And Kevin got it there. So Kevin's down to 81. Ram's at 80. David putting 14. Pushed it to 5. Tee shot.
Oh, God.
No, and Keith's starting to fade away from the pack here. So we've got a 2-player race coming down the stretch here. Looks like we're going to 13. Oh, I'm sorry, we're going to 14. And but that makes it good putt. Put it all right to 15.
When you knock it over this part.
Rams on 12. Let's quickly go to that. Missed it. And he's all the way at the back rail. Now here's Kevin on 15. That's in. All right, so watch Graham putt this for deuce. This will maintain. Well, now Kevin's tied with Graham. So this will keep his share of the lead if he makes the deuce. Got it there. Back to, let's go back to 10. Danny Jackson's tee shot. Not gonna get there. Yes, good putt.
You got lucky.
Yep. And we see Rick on 9 putting for his 2. Okay, and now we'll go back to 6. Keith's tee shot. He's back to under par now. Okay. Vanette's on the tee here at 15. Nice putt there for a block.
Literally, I was like...
Here is Graham on 13. This will give him the lead. Kevin just teed up on 16. We'll try to get there in the second. Give him a good kick. No, he's short. Kevin's missed his tee shot on 16. This is for now a 2. So Graham, just by observers' point of view here, Graham has the advantage here. He's still got 15 to play, which is the easiest hole in the course. He and Kevin are at 80. Kevin's got 2 to play. Graham's sitting on this tee here at 14. This is for the lead. That is just left. He'll putt this for par. Got it there. Good putt. Go to 17. David missed right. And we will wait a minute on 15. We'll see Kevin on the tee now at 17. This will be for the lead. That's staying out left. And he'll get the 2 there, going to 18. Vanette's getting a 2 here on 16. All right, Doug Kearns now on the tee. Doug will, oh, it lips in. Look at that.
So, remember how
Let's go to 18.
you got screwed on that one and I got like...
This will give him the lead if it goes. No, Kevin's going to get a 2.
That's why.
This means Graham has 4 chances to take the lead from Kevin. And this is the one you really want to get, because this is the easiest hole on the course. And there it is. So that puts him at 79. And I just need to play smart over the last 3 holes. Let's look at Doug. I'm sorry, this is Roger on the... And Roger will get it too. All right, let's check out the scores from the pros and novices. So Graham Sigmund shot 23 in the second round. That included a bogey 3 on 11. And it puts him up by 3 shots over Kevin Dickey. Graham is in at 50 with Kevin 3 back at 53. Keith Waters is at 54. And Vanette Block and Mike Johnson share 4th at 55. After 2 rounds in the novice division, Ricky Delk has taken the lead at 64 following a round of 31. And he's leading by 4 shots over J.R. Lanier. He's at 68. Kim Miller is at 69 in 3rd. And now let's go back to action. All right, there's Graham on 16. And that is not going to go. So he needs to go par to win the tournament. All right, let's go to...
He needs a deuce on 17 to win.
All right, let's look at Jesse Carter playing on 5. And Jesse will not get that one. And here's Mike on the tee. Mike was at 55-5 off the lead. Still have a shot to try to make a move here.
Yes, sir. I believe it was 56.
And Mike's going to miss to 17. And Graham, oh. All right, going for a deuce. Graham hit the tee shot pretty strong and it came up the hill. He's going to go for 3. He's not going to... Well, wait a minute. No. All right, he's going to tap that in for 3. Now he'll make 8. He'll need to make 18 to... He'll need to make 18 to take the lead here. Here's Earl on 7. Oh, wow. Nasty slide.
Slide idiot.
Kind of... Was that slider from Sheets or from White Castle? Maybe Crystal?
It's baseball season.
Yeah. So he'll putt this for 2. We'll go to 18 now. This will... Graham needs to make this tee shot. to go finish at 79. Be good. Good putt. Good putt. So Graham.
That's it, baby.
Well, it's not yet over because there's still. He's getting congratulations from Kevin there because Graham made 18 to take the lead over Kevin.
Well done.
All right, so Graham's at 79. Let's go to 17. And Dale Crotts got a 2. On the tee is Danny Jackson. Now it's going to go up the hill. And he's in really bad, tough spot for a deuce there. Let's go to 8.
Thinking about. Well, if you go off the back, you probably got to look at the 3 unless you get that. Play it straight, unless you probably
Earl's gonna be getting a deuce there, and we'll head over to 7, only because Jesse likes to have a conversation. He is on the tee. Actually, it's Mike Johnson after all that. Now, Mike's at 55. He would have to shoot 24 to tie Graham. There's already a 23 on the board today by Graham. It's in for Mike. Good putt. Up to 16. And that will be a 2 there for Jason Miller. Back to 7. And Jesse's not going to get the tee shot. And he'll get his 2.
Oh no, it's coming back a long way.
Back to 17. Rick's gonna keep getting a 2. Four, 3, okay. Mike Johnson on at 8. And that won't go, so he'll get a 2. Back to 7 with your 2-round leader in the novice division. Ricky Delk will miss the left. He'll get his 2. Putt. And oh, he missed that one too, so he'll get a 3, it appears. And let's go to 18. Rick's gonna miss, and he'll end up with a deuce. Go to 9. And Mike is missed there, so looks like he has to make the remaining holes to tie Graham to 16. That's assuming he gets the deuce on this hole. Mike's on the tee. Mike Alley, that is. And he will get it in front of the cup. Yeah. All right, now Russ on the tee. Graham's at 79.
I figured he would.
He was- yeah.
He was at 80, 600.
Yeah, he made a 3. He made a 3 on 17, then made 18.
He aced these two.
He made
Because
50.
he was 600 going to
He
15.
made 16. I think, I know he
had to make this one if
Yeah.
he buggered that to make 7.
Yeah, he did. Mike's got to make the rest of Ty Graham, Mike Johnson. And yeah, Graham's at 79.
Oh, wow.
And he,
Graham tried 79.
yeah,
He bogeyed 17, but he aced these two.
yeah, and he made 18. All right. Mike Johnson on the tee at 10. And that is missed, and that's it. That's it. Graham's going to get his first ever ASHEBORO win with that victory tonight. Let's go look at the scores just to...
Round 2, I have 40.
Can I look check the score sheet right quick? So we got Graham at the house at 79. It appears he's going to win. Kevin's at 80. He's in second. Right now in third is Doug at 83. But we got Keith still playing and Mike Johnson still playing.
Mr. Bear said he shot 10 under to catch me. But he didn't catch me.
Congratulations! It's all over. 79 for Graham, and well, I'm gonna give you the floor here. I know you're very quiet when you talk when it comes to talking, but just tell us about your play tonight.
Felt like I played pretty good. Only really with 17, I wasn't trying to hit it up on the hill.
Right.
Didn't know the score, but thought I had the 2 and I made that. I had less 3s than I typically do, which helped me.
Yeah, well, I kept track with everything, and like you said, you didn't know what you were doing. You know what you were shooting or what everybody else was in at, but 18 was a pressure putt. It was, yeah. Did you know at the time you took the lead on Kevin there, or?
No, I didn't know until
Okay. All right, well, it appeared, from the way it looks, it's going to be your first win. I guess your first ever win here at ASHEBORO?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think I won a novice field.
Yeah, right, but in this division. Okay, yeah, wow. Well, congrats. And I hope Chase is watching. You're looking at a kid that just played his butt off tonight, I hope, I'm sure he's going to congratulate you at some point. What can you say?
I'm proud of him.
Yeah, I am too. Yeah.
I'm proud of him. I played well.
He's played his absolute best.
Congratulations to him. He played great.
All right. So, good job, Graham. We'll hopefully see you on the T01 next week to start off. Let's go to 10. Ricky's missed the tee shot there. He'll go for 2. We'll check out J.R. Lanier on the tee. And that's missed left of the cup. He'll get his 2. Let's move up to 13. Earl's tee shot. That's in. Nice putt. And let's head up to 16. And there's Leah's tee shot that goes in. Nice shot there. Hadn't seen Johnny Power much tonight. Here he is on 9 for his deuce, and that's missed. Back to 16. It's an ace there for Johnny. I'm sorry, for Daniel. And here's Ivy on 9. This is right, and she'll get her 2 there at the back rail. Move up to 11. Oh, JR hit the cup and it rolled back down. Back to 14. And there's Earl with his deuce. And let's see, Mike Johnson on 13. And Mike got it, good putt. Yeah, let's look at Kim Miller on 9. And Kim's left, and she'll putt for 2. Out 16. Wendy on the tee. Oh, it just lipped. And she's going to tap in the deuce. And let's see Brooks Hinshaw on 9. Going left rail, and he's missed it right. And here's Earl Johnson on 16. And Earl just goes in front of the cup. He'll get his 2. And heading to 18. So in case you just tuned in, Grant Sigmund wins the Vocal tonight in the Open Division with a score of 79. He's going to beats Kevin Dickey by 1. And Daniel's tee shot is not going to go in, so he'll get his 2 there.
What'd you get? 31, whatever.
There is Graham with the win tonight there, and let's go now to we'll go to 15. Mike picking up his ace there. Jesse's on the tee. That'll roll in there as well. Good putt. Out to 10. Kim misses in front of the cup. She's going to collect a deuce there. Here's JR on 13 with a deuce. Back to 10. Brooks will also miss on that hole. Back to 14. Sticky Delk on the tee. And Ricky missed it right, and he'll go for 2 now. Back to 18. This is Earl Johnson to complete his evening.
Oh no, he beat too much. He's too good as it is.
And he missed it there to the right. He'll pick the ball up for a deuce. Wendy Kern's down on the tee. That's missed, so she'll get it too. Now we go to 17. And Mike's gonna get a deuce. All right, here is Jesse on the tee. Oh, wow, it was hit the tip of the angle there, and he's thrown over there to the left corner.
What hole you pitching? You're going front door too, aren't you? You're going front door, right?
All right, we're gonna get a, see if we can get a word with Russell. Okay, Russell. About Graham's victory tonight.
Oh, he can't win local. He just good on the weekend. That's what I told him, but I guess he proved me wrong.
Yeah, he did. What did you think of his performance tonight?
He played really well. I saw him get in trouble on 17 that last hole, but that last round, but he pulled it off.
Yeah, he did. He
made 18 to win.
Yeah, and
That's what a champion
plays,
does.
But he's been playing awfully well this year, basically. Yeah.
A win on the Virginia Tour, the Southern Tour, mini golf tour.
Should I have yelled out before you played the last tour, you got to make this to beat me?
All right, let's go to 18. Mike Johnson got him to shoot. He's going for a long 2. Oh, it jumped up. He's going to get a 3. And Jesse Carter.
32-30. Good game. I enjoyed it.
And Jesse's going to get a deuce there. So we got the novices left on the course to finish the tournament this evening. Last group is only on 13. We have Ricky Delk going for a 2 here on 17. Now he was up by 4 after 2. And Ricky got him to 3. And JR's on the tee. And JR's going to go for 2 there. And let's go to 15. Ivy's tee shot is going to go in there. Good putt. And there's Kim with a deuce on 14. And here's Brooks on the tee. And that missed, and he's going for 2 there. Over to 18. Didn't get to see it, but Ricky made a tee shot off that front rail, which you saw in the opening of the video here. The opening intro of what I do. He did that last week where he came off the chute and hit the front rail on the table. And it rolled in. And JR got a 2 there. So we go to 16. Ivy on the tee. It is not. Is that in? Yes, good putt. And to 15. Kim hit it too strong. It caught the lip as a result. 17. And Johnny should get it. Ew, touched the left lip. It's going to get him a deuce there. We go back to 15. Graham Brooks. It's going to be putting that for a 2. Ivy on the tee at 17. And she's going to be going for her 2. Brooks got him a 3 on 15. Ivy got her deuce. We go to 16. Kim on the tee. She's going to get a good putt. And Brooks on the tee. And Brooks got it as well. Good putt. All right, to 18. And Johnny missed the tee shot. He'll end up with the deuce. And Ivy's also going to get a 2. And there's Kim on 17. Got a tap in that deuce. Here's Brooks. Now, wound up in the water. In front of the... a cart off the ridge. Right there, yeah. Mm-hmm. He's going for 4. And that'll be a 5 since he's playing novice division. They get a 5-shot limit. And now we'll see them close out the night. Kim's going to be on the tee first at 18. He's not getting up to shoot there. Now Kim's going for her 2. Okay, Kim's ended up getting a 3. And Brooks now to finish out the tournament. Now he'll be going for 2. And lands in the table. He'll get a 3. And let's check out the final scores. So Graham Sigmund makes the final hole of regulation to win for the very first time in the Open Division in Asheboro. Graham makes 18 to clip Kevin Dickey by 1 as he shoots 79 for his effort, and it's the lowest score shot at Asheboro this season. Kevin is second at 80. Doug Kearns comes in third at 83, and Vanette Block and Rick Bears both finish at 84. Nice finish for Rick Bears, who shot 26. And in the novice division, Ricky Delk holds on, wins by a score of 97. He'll get his second consecutive victory and possibly will move up to the Open Division next week. And Ivy Lanier comes up with a final round 29 to sneak into second place and finish at 101. Kim Miller does finish third at 102. And with that said, that's going to do it here from Asheboro. Congratulations once again to Grant Signal on getting his first ever Open Division win. And to Ricky Doug on his second consecutive win in the Novice Division. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Next broadcast is going to be Thursday night from High Point. That's going to be on course 2 at 7:30. And then next week, I am planning to go to Kingsport for their local on course 1 that starts at 7:30. So for all of us here at Asheboro, this is Opie Roberts saying thanks for watching. Good night from Asheboro, and we will see you Thursday from High Point.